Hey guys, it is Mike with Become the Night. Welcome back to another Song Suggestion Friday. This is the show where you put your suggestions for songs you would like my feedback and opinion on down in the comments below. Man, fuck this pop guard. If you want to make sure you do not miss this show, be sure you are subscribed and make sure that bell is clicked and activated. The way it works is I take your suggestions from the comments section, I put them in a poll on Patreon. Patrons of $10 or more a month can put their own suggestions into that poll, and patrons of $5 or more a month can vote on that poll. If you would like access, please go to the link in the description, pledge some money to me every month on Patreon, and we'll have fun. The patrons vote on them, I take the top ones, I give you my feedback, my opinion. This is graded on a plus sign, equal sign, minus sign. Plus sign means I would actively seek that song out again. Minus sign means I would actively avoid that song. If you have personally written a song that you would like my feedback on, you can send me an email, and I will send you back details as to how we can make that happen. Let's begin. Epic by Faith No More. What the fuck is this? I felt vibes from 80s metal, 80s arena rock, and 80s hip hop all in 15 seconds. It was so bizarre. Then the Beastie Boys are guest singing on this track. The lyrics and the flow of the rap are laughable but quite endearing. I actually love the bass tone in context of what this song is. The drums are hyper compressed, very 80s. Fuck that nasally singing in the chorus. I will say the chord progression, instrument parts, and melody in the chorus are all great. I just cannot stand the delivery of those vocals. At 150, I really like the feel change there. You would expect the guitar parts in this genre to be quite boring, but honestly, they were enjoyable. One of the few times I'm left speechless as to what genre I just listened to. I do not get this completely. It's like Iron Maiden and Beastie Boys had a baby. Quite cool, actually. Total grade for this song, plus sign. Hollow by Pantera. The production is actually better than I expected. The clean guitar sounds like his strings are made of ramen noodles. The verse melody is far too reminiscent of a 6/8 version of Cemetery Gates. That bass tone is all low end. Could have benefited from some mids. At 1 minute, the chord progression and melody change is very welcome. Brings some needed color change. The guitar harmonies throughout this part are cool. I know people love Dimebag's tone. I'm sorry, it sounds amateurish to me. His playing and note selection are typically fantastic. Just the tone of his guitar is ugh. Do not like it. The solo at 2:37 was cool. Then a slightly awkward transition back to some kick-ass riff. Headbang my ass off riff. Absolutely at this part feels some influence from One by Metallica, like very much so. Altogether, cool. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Rebellion by Linkin Park. After hearing how that intro synth came in, I was absolutely expecting that riff to follow it. It's the first time I've heard Linkin Park use this type of beat feel. The vocals are kinda weak, to be honest. The delivery doesn't quite get me. The melody is too simple. While the riff is exciting, if you examine it theoretically, it's actually very simple. It needs a more dynamic melody and defined expression in the voice to match. If you're gonna be doing that so simple chordally underneath, you need your vocals to steal the show, and it's just really dumbed down vocals. The mix is actually quite shit on what I'm listening to. Very low mids heavy. It's like everything from 250 to 500 hertz is just boosted. The chorus is okay, the bridge and the intro are probably the coolest parts of this whole thing. The scream vocals are dope, kind of picking up some System of a Down vibes at that part. Altogether, it just felt like there was a lot of missed potential here. Total grade for this song, equal sign. The Grudge by Tool. Is that 5/16? Cool. As it progresses, I smell a polyrhythm coming on, and then it doesn't change at all, actually. First, I felt like I was let down because I was expecting there to be a polyrhythm as a transition to a new feel, a new tempo. But it was actually pretty cool because the groove that they went through was fun. It felt great. So remember that time I told you that every song that Tool does sounds like Tool, and it's always gonna sound like Tool? Yeah, so this sounds like fucking Tool. It's enjoyable with cool melodies, riffs, bass lines, tones, changes in feel, the production is good, but it's the typical Tool stuff, man. It always sounds like Tool. The chorus did a great thing by taking the established theme and just making it heavier and a little more developed. I did like that. And it's not a bad thing that there's this all Tool songs sound the same, because I actually enjoy them. I just don't know how many times you want me to say the same thing, because you're gonna get the same thing every time. And they're good, they're enjoyable, rarely gonna be a plus sign, because I could literally throw on any Tool track and feel the same. This song is dope, by the way. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's not very different from everything else they've done. Total grade for this song, equal sign. Imagine by John Lennon. I typically turn this song off faster than you can say overrated. John Lennon's singing voice progressively got more and more annoying from Sgt. Pepper's onward. Like someone was throttling him while he was singing. The melody is okay, the production's okay, the lyrics are some hedonistic bullshit. Sorry to bring philosophy into this, it is not my typical thing to do, but when you're picking a song that is intentionally simplified to put emphasis on the lyrics, and I also happen to know these lyrics ahead of time, it's kind of hard not to touch on it. He makes a minimalist arrangement to a simple composition that intentionally draws attention to the vocals, like I had said. 1, this appeals to the common man. 2, he is using simplicity and effortlessness as a motif. 3, he wants to imply that the ideas he's conveying in this song are at the core of the human psyche. Spoiler alert, they're not. I don't say you're a dreamer. I say you're a faux philosopher who doesn't understand the ramifications of his ideals and doesn't give credit to those who came before you and built the society you currently live in. This song does not have enough merit to warrant a grade. Anastasia by Slash. Beautiful acoustic intro. Nice take on a classical progression. I love the lead pedal tone that follows that when it starts to pick up a little bit. The tone of his guitar is great. The punchiness of the kick, bass, and guitar all together is fantastic. Very neoclassical intro, was not expecting that. And then somehow kind of melts into this blues rock feel, which, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I wasn't a fan. The chorus is cool. The melody very excellently fits the grooviness of that rhythm section. The note selection in that melody is excellent as well. As a matter of fact, the vocal melody throughout the song is quite good. The guitar riffs throughout the song are very cool. Even the boring ones are very appropriate for the part that they're played at. The solos are dope as fuck. Nothing to take away from him there. Very tasty. This is a good example of taking the marketable rock metal and giving it more depth. Well done. Total grade for this song, plus sign. So long and thanks for all the fish. A perfect circle. You got your Kings of Leon in my perfect circle. I kind of want to punch this song in the face. To be fair, from the lyrics that I'm listening to, I feel like the song also wants to punch itself in the face. I don't know specifically what part this is, I just called them pre-chorus and chorus. Feel much less douchey. Great vocal melody. The production kind of feels a little lame, to be honest. Way too loud and not very clear. The ending is actually really cool. This song feels more like a reflection upon the current state of society and music, and it doesn't seem as far up its ass as I once thought. Although I do kind of want to just give it a little sock. I can appreciate what they're trying to convey here. Total grade for this song, plus sign. Wynona's Big Brown Beaver by Primus. I was not expecting the sitar sounding thing. Kicks into a cool groove around 30 seconds. Vocals and ensemble really strongly influenced by country folk. The mix is very roomy. They put a lot of room in the mix. They made it hotter in the mix, but they didn't squash it super hard. Makes it feel very live. I don't care too much for the guitar solo, but I think it's cool for what it's doing in the song. Really digging the bass tone on this. The vocals are very weird, but fun as hell. Second guitar solo is actually very tasty. This song's just a great country rock fusion. The song is fun, cool little jam. Total grade for this song, equal sign. The Void by Parkway Drive. Great intro riff, just chugging and ballsy. Really love the blend of guitar and bass tone here. It's super fat. The vocals are actually quite interesting, very grovelly. It fits fantastically with the tone of the music. The guitar parts are simple but cool. Great chorus feel the whole way through. They kind of did like this effect guitar in the background. I wasn't sure what effect, but I love that they added that. This is your pretty standard testosterone-driven rock metal track. The production is good, has nice clarity and good summing. The drum mix is pretty freaking squashed, I gotta say. That guitar solo is so 80s awesome. Great feel for the track. Not much else here, it was cool. Total grade for this song, equal sign. The Betrayal by Nickelback. Beautiful acoustic guitar intro. Not at all what I was expecting from them. Like, I was actually impressed. They even had like flutes in the background, and the way it was mixed, it was like very floaty and airy. At about 50 seconds, this cool bass line comes in to start introducing us to the actual song. There's a really cool verse feel here. Kind of has like an offbeat 3 feel throughout the song. The vocal delivery is actually quite cool, I gotta say. Chorus is pretty cool. They started to like get slightly Nickelback douchey, but didn't go full tilt. That kick is way too squashed for me. It's like someone throws a brick wall in your face. I kind of wish that the intro was an indicator of how many different places we were gonna go in this song. I was slightly disappointed with that, but the few places we did go were pretty cool. The solo was not impressive, but it was very groovy and appropriate. The production was solid. The guitar tone and the bass tone, again, very fat, great sound. I was surprised, I actually liked this one. Total grade for this song, =. My only suggestion for you this week is In the Air Tonight, as covered by Nonpoint. This is a very cool take on Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight, which is more of an 80s electro-pop type of thing, and this takes it more in the hard rock / metal direction. I was listening to it on the radio while I was at a bar, and I didn't realize what it was until I started hearing the lyrics, and I was like, holy crap, this song is dope. Like, it was really surprising, really cool. That is it for Song Suggestion Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments in the comments below. I know that is redundant. I'm so sorry. Leave your suggestions in the comments below. If you would like to put your suggestions directly into the poll or just vote on the poll, go to the link in the description to my Patreon page, pledge whatever money you would like to, and you can have access. If you have written a song that you would like my feedback on, my critique, you can email me, and then I will email you back details as to how we can make that happen. If you want to leave a one-time tip, you can go to the link in the description to my PayPal, or if you want to get some cool merch, I have a link down there as well. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on!